Hello, today we are going to study angle between two lines. Let's start with how to find out angle between two lines in space. We will deduce this expression or the expression for the angle in vector as well as Cartesian form. Let's deduce it for the vector form. Suppose we are given two lines. This is line L1 whose equation is given by r vector equals a1 vector plus lambda times b1 vector. This is the vector equation of the line L1. Let's say this is equation of the line L2. The equation is r vector equals to a2 vector plus mu times b2 vector, where lambda and mu are real numbers. Suppose the angle between these two lines is theta. We need to find this angle theta. So we know that this b2 vector and b1 vector basically represents a vector in the direction of line. So b1 vector is basically a vector in the direction of line L1 and b2 vector is a vector in the direction of line L2. We need to find this angle theta. So we can apply scalar product of b1 vector and b2 vector. If we find out the scalar product of b1 vector and b2 vector, we will get mod of b1 vector into mod of b2 vector into cos of theta. So from here we can find the value of cos theta, which is equals to vector b1 dot vector b2 whole upon mod of vector b1 into mod of vector b2. Now just to have the acute angle, because when two lines intersect, there are two types of angles which are formed between them. This one is acute and this one is obtuse. Just to obtain the acute angle, we take the mod of this following quantity. So this is the required formula which we will use in the vector form. If the equations are given to us in the vector form, then by applying this formula, we can find out the value of. So what will be the value of theta? Theta will be cos inverse of this thing, which is mod of b1 dot b2 upon vector b1 dot vector b2 upon mod of b1 vector into mod of b2 vector. Now we can convert this into the Cartesian form. Suppose in the Cartesian form, the equations given to us are x minus x1 upon a1 equals to y minus y1 upon b1 equals to z minus z1 upon c1. And another line has the equation x minus x2 upon a2, y minus y2 upon b2, z minus z2 upon c2. Here, the direction ratios of the lines are a1, b1, c1 and a2, b2, c2. So we can say a vector parallel to this particular line is having components a1, b1, c1. So it can be written as a1 I cap plus b1 j cap plus c1 k cap. Similarly, vector parallel to this line can be written as b2 vector, which is going to be a2 I cap in the component form, b2 j cap plus c2 k cap. Now we know that cos theta in the vector form was given by mod of b1 vector dot b2 vector upon mod of b1 vector into mod of b2 vector. So we'll substitute the values of b1 vector and b2 vector over here, and after simplification it will become equals to cos theta whole mod. In the numerator part you will get a1 a2 plus b1 b2 plus c1 c2, and in the denominator part you will get, in the denominator part, you will get under root a1 square plus b1 square plus c1 square into under root a2 square plus b2 square plus c2 square. This is b1 vector dot b2 vector, and this is mod of b1 vector into mod of b2 vector. This is the formula for cos theta in Cartesian form. Now using this formula in Cartesian form, let's calculate the value of sin theta. We know that sin theta is equals to under root 1 minus cos square theta. So when you will substitute the value of cos theta over here, you will get the value of sin theta. You will get the value of sin theta as a1 b2 minus a2 b1 whole square plus b1 c2 minus b2 c1 whole square plus c1 a2 minus a2 c1 whole square, and it's under root whole divided by under root a1 square plus b1 square plus c1 square under root a2 square plus b2 square plus c2 square, and then whole mod of it. So this is the value of sin theta. Now from these above formulas, we need to devise the formula for, or you can say the condition, when the lines will be parallel and when the lines will be perpendicular. So let's say if lines are perpendicular, if the lines for which we are going to calculate the angle, if the lines are perpendicular, and what could be the condition? When the lines are perpendicular, then in that scenario the angle between them, theta, will be equals to 90 degree. And if theta equals to 90 degree, then cos theta will be equals to 0. We know that cos theta is equals to this. So if we put cos theta equals to 0, then we will get that the numerator, that is a1 a2 plus b1 b2 plus c1 c2, will be equals to 0. So this is the condition which we need to apply when we were given that the lines are perpendicular. a1 a2 plus b1 b2 plus c1 c2 equals to 0 is the condition for perpendicularity of the two lines. Condition for perpendicularity of the two lines. Similarly, if we were given that the lines are parallel, in that scenario theta will be equals to 0 degree, or we can say that sine of theta will be equals to 0. From here we know that sine theta is equals to this quantity. So when we will put sine theta equals to 0, its numerator part will become 0, and in that scenario we will get that a1 b2 is equals to a2 b1, b1 c2 equals to b2 c1, and c1 a2 equals to a2 c1. On simplification, we will get a1 upon a2 is equals to b1 upon b2 is equals to c1 upon c2. So this is the condition which we need to apply when we were given that the lines are parallel. So this is the condition for the two lines to be parallel. So the condition for lines to be perpendicular is a1 a2 plus b1 b2 plus c1 c2, where a1 b1 c1 are the direction ratios of the first line and a2 b2 c2 are the direction ratios of the second line. Similarly, to prove that the lines are parallel, we just need to prove that a1 upon a2 is equals to b1 upon b2 equals to c1 upon c2, or the direction ratios are proportional to each other. Now let's take some questions. The first question is, find the angle between the following pairs of lines. Lines are r vector equals to 3i cap plus j cap minus 2k cap plus lambda times I cap minus j cap minus 2k cap. And the second line is given to you as 2I cap minus j cap minus 56k cap plus some mu times 3I cap minus 5j cap minus 4k cap. Now these equations are given to you in vector form, so we will apply the formula in vector form only. To find the angle between two lines, we need cos theta. We know the formula is cos theta equals to whole mod of vector b1 dot vector b2 upon mod of vector b1 dot mod of vector b2. So here b1 vector is I cap minus j cap minus 2k cap, and b2 vector is 3I cap minus 5j cap minus 4k cap. So cos theta will be equals to I cap minus j cap minus 2k cap dot 3I cap minus 5j cap minus 4k cap whole divided by mod of the first vector, which is going to be 1 square plus 1 square plus 2 square, that is 4, under root 3 square, that is 9, plus 5 square, that is 45, plus 4 square, which is 16, and mod of it. 1 into 3 is going to be 3, minus 1 into minus 5 is going to be plus 5, minus 2 into minus 4 is going to be plus 8. And over here it will be under root 6 into under root. So the answer would be 16 upon 2 into 5 root 3. On simplification, it will become 8 upon 5 root 3. So this is how you can find out the angle. So this is the value of cos theta, but we need to find the value of theta. So if cos theta is equals to 8 by 5 root 3, then we can say that theta is going to be cos inverse 8 upon 5 root 3. So this is the required answer. This is the required answer. Let's do one more question. The question is, show that lines through points 4, 7, 8 and 2, 3, 4 is parallel to the lines, parallel to the line through points minus 1, 2, minus 1, minus 2, 1 and 1, 2, 5. You need to show that the line, it's line over here. We need to show that the line through points 4, 7, 8 and 2, 3, 4 is parallel to the line through points minus 1, minus 2, 1 and 1, 2, 5. So to show that these two lines are parallel, we just need to prove that direction ratios of this line and direction ratios of this line are proportional to each other. So DRs, that is direction ratios of first line, will be 4 minus 2, 7 minus 3, 8 minus 4. That is 2, 4, 4. Or you can further simplify it to make it 1, 2, 2. DRs of second line. DRs of second line gonna be 1 minus minus 1, 2 minus minus 2, 5 minus 1. It is going to be 2, 4, 4. On simplification, 1, 2, 2. Since DRs of both lines are proportional, hence they are parallel. Hence they are parallel. Let's take another question. The question is, find the values of P so that the lines 1 minus x upon 3 equals to 7y minus 14 upon 2p equals to z minus 3 upon 2, and the line 7 minus 7x upon 3p equals to y minus 5 upon 1, equals to 6 minus z upon 5. These are the two lines. We need to find the values of p so that these lines are at right angles. That is, they are perpendicular. Now let's remind the condition. The condition for lines being perpendicular is that a1 a2 plus b1 b2 plus c1 c2 equals to 0. But if you notice over here, the lines are not given in the standard form. In the standard form, the variable comes in the first term. But here, it is not like this. And the coefficient of the variable is +1. So first convert these lines into standard form. The standard form of the first line would be x minus 1 upon minus 3 equals to y minus, for converting this term to the standard form, we have multiplied it with minus 1 in the numerator as well as in the denominator. So it becomes x minus 1 upon minus 3. Over here, to convert it into standard form, we have divided the numerator and denominator by +7. So it becomes y minus 2 and it becomes 2p upon 7. And here it will be same, z minus 3 upon 2. In the second part, we will divide the numerator and denominator by minus 7. So it will become x minus 1 upon minus 3p upon 7. And here it will be y minus 5 upon 1, same as it is. For this, we will multiply numerator and denominator by minus 1. So it will become z minus 6 upon minus 5. Now we can say that a1 is equals to minus 3, b1 is equals to 2p by 7, c1 is equals to 2, a2 is equals to minus 3p by 7, b2 is equals to 1, and c2 is equals to minus 5. Let's put the values in the above equation. In this equation, let's put the values of a1, b1, c1, a2, b2, c2. So you will get, we need to prove the LHS equals to RHS. So LHS part will be a1, a2, that is minus 3 into a2. No. We need to find the values of p. So we will just put the values in this equation and find the value of p. So here we don't need the LHS part. We need the equation. So we will put minus 3 into minus 3p by 7 plus 2p by 7 into 1 plus 2 into minus 5 equals to 0. On simplifying, it will become 9p by 7 plus 2p by 7 minus 10 equals to 0. That is 11p by 7 equals to 10, or we can say that p will be equals to 70 upon 11. So this is the value of p for which the lines could be parallel.